And we are live. What is going on, vinyl community? Welcome to another live stream with the Record Spinner. It's been a long time since I've done one here on the channel. Tonight, we are going to be doing a live unboxing of the new David Bowie 7-inch vinyl box set that just came out today on April 5th. It is called Spying Through a Keyhole. And it's a collection of demos and unreleased songs from the 1968-69 time frame. Amazon dropped it off earlier today. And I do apologize that this stream is coming a little bit later in the evening. I just got home from work, and I figured I didn't upload a video today, and I figured I would just do this this live stream later on in the evening as my usual upload. But enough of the chit-chat. I have the box right here, and we're going to dig into this, and I'll show you guys what the box looks like. This is actually quite an exciting release in the David Bowie catalog because this is, I think, perhaps the start of a whole new series of posthumous releases. I understand this is kind of put out to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Space Oddity, which was released 50 years ago this year. Gosh, how the time flies. So let's take a look at what we have. So Amazon put the box itself within a big bulky box, as you can see. Throw that up there. And here is the box itself. Sorry for the glare. Once I get the shrink wrap off, it'll come across better. There you see a young-looking David, and it says David Bowie Spying Through a Keyhole, demos and unreleased songs. And then we have the back side here, and then the little sticker with the barcode. So I'm going to take the shrink wrap off of this, and then you guys should probably get a better look at what it looks like. All right, let's try this method, see if this works. There we go. Now we're in. And alrighty. So overall, this comes in a very nice matte finish kind of box. Oh yeah, see, much better detail there. Sorry too if this stream comes across as lower quality. I did not find out until 10 minutes ago that YouTube changed the rules and you have to have at least 1 subs to do. I think it's 1,000 subs to do like mobile streaming from your phone, but unfortunately that's not the case. But here is the box itself. So I'm just doing this off of the laptop, and here are the tracks here, which looks great. And so the songs are featured here. There's Mother Gray, In the Heat of the Morning, Goodbye 3D, parentheses, 3 Penny, Joe, parentheses, demo, Love All Around, London by Tata, Angel, Angel, Grubby Face, demo version number 1, and then Angel, Angel, Grubby Face, demo version 2, Space Oddity, demo excerpt, and then Space Oddity demo with Hutch. Hutch Hutchinson, who was a guitarist that played alongside Bowie at the time. Right off the bat, the only songs that I am familiar with on this is there's Heat of the Morning, which I know, London by Tata, and then Space Oddity. And then the rest I have not heard. If anything, these may have hit the bootleg market, maybe. But when it comes to Bowie bootlegs, I'm not too smart when it comes to that. So it's all here. And there's a little disclaimer on the bottom. I don't know if you can really see that. It's like a little box right around here. It says, these recordings have been mastered from the only available sources to provide the best sound quality possible. However, dropouts, tape shedding / degradation, and distortion are inherent in the sources, but we hope the historical importance of the recordings outweighs any such imperfections and does not detract from your enjoyment of the performances. So essentially, if you're buying this and you're expecting like perfect quality audio, that's not really the case. This is a historical document, and I think it's really cool because when it comes to Bowie demos, there's not really a whole lot out there. So far, from what I understand, there was the demos, some of the Ziggy demos, which came out during the Ryko disc reissues in the 90s, and I think there was a anniversary version of Space Oddity that came out in the late 2000s, like 2009. And we got some demos from that. But aside like from those releases, this is the main like first main widespread release that we've seen. So we're going to open up the box. Is there anything inside here? So we have a basic plain black inside. And ooh, check this out. This is really, really nice. So we have a little insert here, which opens up just like that. Hey, AZ Mick. Hi, Sam. My girlfriend's watching this. If you can see in the chat section there. So basically, just by skimming through this, there's a little excerpt like talking about each of the songs on the set, which is cool. Kind of gives you an insight on the significance of each track and how it evolved. And then you also just have a little bit of text just talking about how David approached these demos and all kinds of interesting liner notes. And then you also get some lyrics to the songs as well. So overall, I mean, this is a very interesting sort of time capsule piece, I guess you can say, for lack of a better term for this. And then you have some publishing details on the backside here with all kinds of credits on who transferred the tapes and who mastered and whatnot. Very interesting stuff. I'm going to have a fun time reading this while listening to the set. And then we have a little photo card of Bowie here, which is from the same photo session as what appears on the front of the box. And then we have the records themselves. So we have 4 7-inches here. And let's take a look at what they look like. So one thing that I love right off the bat upon looking at these, so they come in these sort of like die-cut cardboard sleeves. And as you can probably tell there, the records themselves are placed in nice little polylined 7-inch sleeves. So that's really, really awesome. Because when it comes to some 7-inch vinyl collections, they just kind of put them in the sleeves with no protection, and that kind of just scuffs them up. And, it's just kind of a letdown, but I like what they did, and they went the extra mile here. Hey, Beth, how you doing? Hope Chris is doing okay. And let's take it out. All right. And here is the side for Mother Gray. And this is for In the Heat of the Morning. So the way that the labels are done, it says Bowie disc on top, and that kind of ties in with how they're changing up all of the center labels for the reissues. Like, how for the RCA albums, like where it would say RCA on the side, it would say Bowie. They kind of did the same thing with this, because back then it would have said EMI disc. And these 7 inches, the center labels are kind of modeled to look almost identical to the EMI kind of acetates that they would make like within like the studios and the facilities. So they went ahead and recreated that, which is cool, just to kind of tie in with the whole piece. But it's cool that they had it say Bowie disc. So that's really cool. And then we have the other one here. This one is for Goodbye 3D Joe. And I think this is Bowie's handwriting too. I mean, if it is, then man, they really knocked it out of the park for in terms of replication. And then Love All Around is on this side, which from what I read, I think the line "spying through a keyhole" is derived from the lyrics of that song Love All Around. I think that said that in the press release for this collection back when it was first announced back in December, January, I think that was when this was announced. On to the third. And then we have London by Tata, and then Angel Grubby #1. Take out the vinyl for that. Showcase that. And also, for those that are curious, this was pressed over at Optimal over in Germany, but there is no indication on who mastered it. I believe, according to the little insert here, mastered by Ray Staff at Air Mastering. Ray Staff has done a lot of the Bowie stuff, but I don't know if that's digital remastering. But from what I understand, I know that Optimal has their own in-house mastering engineers. So that's why, like, particularly in the Bowie reissues, you won't see any like notable etchings of notable engineers. It's kind of like whatever is working at the time and manages to do the cut. And then we're on to the last record here. So we have Angel Grubby #2, and then the Space Oddity excerpt, and then also the full-length Space Oddity on this side. And also, just speaking of Space Oddity in the 5th anniversary, this collection essentially has the earliest versions of that track. And I mean, considering how much of a landmark track that is in the Bowie canon, I think this release definitely should be checked out by many music and Bowie fans out there, because I'm quite excited to give these demos a listen. And I gotta say too, like, we're getting really, treated when it comes to the Bowie demos, because there is another 7-inch box set coming out next month. I think it's the Clareville or Claregrove demos. I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly, but I know that's coming out next month, and perhaps I'll showcase that on the channel as well. Plus, also, it's Bowie. What is there not to love? And that is essentially it. So that right there is the entire box. That is my unboxing of Spying Through a Keyhole by David Bowie. If you enjoyed this live stream / video, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video, and most importantly, keep the record spinning.